Okay, thinking about things here. We'll see if we can get his. I've been messing around with him a little bit. Here's something I found with this guy. So I've been thinking about this guy, and you know, like the tradition of the big ranches, they didn't have time to work their colts much. They might get them halter broke and get them cut and branded at spring branding time, but they just left them alone, and this is kind of the tradition. But I went to Benny Gatrone's place one time with my friend Bill Dale. He took me there because I wanted to meet him, and of course everybody should have wanted to meet him. But he said, why don't you guys try to get these horses where you can be around them and brush them below the knees before you go to trying to start them. Why don't you get them gentle? And that's a very important point. Like people in the show world, those horses will handle a lot, and they can take things that that this horse can't, just because they've been washed and bathed and brushed and groomed and trimmed and taken care of and handled. And this horse is quite a ways behind. Hello there, Whiskey. Quite a ways behind. But here's what I did here. So I had the rope on his foot, and when I go from here and try to pick up his foot, he can't take that, he leaves. So I went here, I'll get this foot, and I get this where I'm rubbing down his, and this is kind of counterintuitive to what I would have thought or what I would say, but I go from here, and then I go from there to that foot, and now he can take it, and I pick it up, and it's pretty easy for him to take it that way, and I can rub around here and do things. When I start from the top down, he can't take that. So I kept working at that. Now I'm going to go from the bottom up and end up this way and finish her out. So that was a real, I don't know how I figured that out, or I thought, well, I'll just go from one foot that it's easy to pick up and go to the other, and he could take that much easier than what I've traditionally taught and thought was the best method. Start from the top down and work, and then come back when they get bothered. But that worked out just fine. So he had a good session, I had a good session, I learned something. Hopefully you got something out of it too. Dogs learned something. Monster, they're back. Get out, you little monster. Out, 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 monster. There you go, good dog. So everybody's trying to learn around here. Hope you are too.